adjourn the case until January 29th, February 25th for the continuation of the hearing. Joining us this morning to review this case and a bit to understanding well how concerning this is to fight against corruption in Nigeria is Elder Bats. I'm going to chair on the program. Elder Statement, thanks so much, Elder, for joining us on the show this morning. Yes,
I'm happy for you having me.
Thank you so much. The sacrifices you have to make to be here.
Okay.
A lot about Yahaya Bello. What looks, that was a bit back and forth have been put to rest, where the court has not sent him to Kuje prison for some months pending when the order determinations will be met. Do you feel that the EFCC were really committed in getting this case done?
Mr. Mike, I know that Yahaya Bello is a criminal. The EFCC know that Yahaya Bello is a criminal. Yahaya Bello himself knows that he is a criminal. What we are seeing done has been long expected. Up till now, there are so many people are still jittery. Some are saying that Nigeria is just playing game. It's not playing game. But with what has happened, some hope has been beefed up in Nigerians that the anti-graft agency are all out to do the honest job. What has happened is something that everybody has applauded, including myself. And there are some instances, Mr. Mike, that when you send anybody to custody, you will not begin to say, oh God, God, you know, God, you know, God, you know. This thing, I'm innocent of it. Fight for me. Does Yahaya Bello have the gut to say that? He does not have the gut to say that. Because he knows he is being paid back with his coin. He is being paid back. And he's being paid back by his coin. And so what has happened is kudos to the anti-graft agency, and everybody is looking forward to seeing this action being sustained.
All right. When you look at, all of that back and forth, that those are views, you look at this is a political fight. It's not as a sense of purpose. We've had many governments, past governors being tried. At the end of the day, nothing to really show off. They grant them bail, they pay for the bail, and after some months, after some year, the case is swept under the carpet. So, if Yahaya Bello, those that are describing that, it looks like this is a political witch hunting against Yahaya Bello. Are you seeing it from that direction?
I'm not seeing it that is a political witch hunting.
You're the only person that probably,
everybody is not equal. Like I was listening to El-Rufai the other day when he was on interview with you people, when he said that everybody
to continue the conversation, just stay with us. Everyone, we are still extremely concerned about the EFCC sending and remanding Yahaya Bello in the Kuje Correctional Center, sparking a lot of concern. those describing that to be, it looks that this is just a political case. What happened to other former governors who have been tried at the end of the day? Nothing to really show. Not heard anything about them. What precedent would this Yahaya Bello case also show? Does it also therefore mean that the EFCC is so much committed? Last 8 years of the Buhari administration was after corruption, but at the end of the day, it looks that there are many revelations coming from that government to be, worse than any other government in terms of mismanagement of funds. We've seen issue of the former CBN governor going with the Mefele and all of that. How do you feel these might be against the government of the day trying to just put up things and political stunts against Yahaya Bello?
This is what I have already said, that when the duel between the anti-graft agency and Yahaya Bello evolved, so many people, they were thinking that the anti-graft agency do not mean what they are into. But with what is happening, hope is being built in the minds of people that the anti-graft agency are all out to do the honest job. If not, how can you see the almighty Yahaya Bello being remanded in prison custody for up to 6 weeks, more than 6 weeks, close to 2 months? I have never heard of that of any past governor. And so with this, one could now say that even if the anti-graft agency had not meant a business in the past, the case of Yahaya Bello might be a different turnout of event. Because so many things are circumnavigating around Yahaya Bello. Number one, Yahaya Bello is a very haughty individual. It's a very arrogant individual. Everybody knows that. Number two, Yahaya Bello, first of all, which haunted himself. If you call what is happening a political witch hunt, Yahaya Bello, first of all, which haunted himself. No matter how will you have served in the public service for 8 years, and when you would come out of that office, you went and obtained a court order to bar the anti-graft agency from inviting you for a talk. This is in agreement with a passage of the Bible. I am the Bible. There's a passage of the Bible in Proverbs chapter 28 verse 1. Mr. Mike, it says, the wicked man runs when nobody is pursuing him.
You justify the running?
Yeah, Yahaya knew that he was going to be invited. He knew that he had done the wrong thing and that he was going to be invited. That was why he went and obtained a court order, an injunction barring the anti-graft agency from inviting him. And contrariwise, he had named himself as a lion, a white lion. That same passage of the scripture says, the righteous are as bold as a lion. Yahaya Bello calls himself a lion. Why was he not bold? Why was he not bold? If he called himself a lion, he should have been bold. He was not bold. He was running. Even when nobody was pursuing him. And he called himself a white lion and calling another person an antelope. Mr. Mike, a Let me ask you this question. Being a lion that you are caged, you don't have freedom of movement, and being an antelope that you have freedom of movement, which one would you prefer? Which one would you prefer? Leave it for me. I would prefer to be an antelope. I will eat whatever I want to eat. I will go to wherever I would want to go, than being a lion that I'm caged. Bello called himself a lion, but he is in a cage. Where is the lionic nature? Where is the lionic nature? Yahaya Bello is so full of himself, so arrogant, so proud. Everybody knows that. All these adjectives that I'm releasing concerning Bello, Yahaya Bello, they are his nature. The governors that preceded him, nobody ever gave himself any name. The first executive governor of Kogi State, Prince Abubakar Audu, can Yahaya Bello stand him? But he came and he answered his name gently, Prince Abubakar Audu. Next to him, Ibro never gave tiger as a name to himself. Idris Wada did not say that he was a wolf. But look at Yahaya Bello, that is the least among them. He's the youngest. He is 49 years old. He is yet to be 50 years old. And these people that I'm mentioning, some are 60, some are 70. He is so arrogant. Yeah. And there are some people who are deceiving him, they are pushing him, they are comparing him with Omar Ganduje. Omar.
All right, a lot of concern, because being proud is a personality. The matter is about issues of concerning looting of the public funds and the money laundering cases that have been charged against it. But the matter is already in the court. But
what are the takeaways we must get from this? One, we saw how the governor Usman Abego was trying to give him some coverage in terms of protecting the former governor. That those have felt, it looks that the governor was using the power of immunity, to also distract the matter,
also prolong the matter. We've also seen EFCC saying that it looks like it's in the custody of the government, is in the custody of the government of the Kogi State. So they visited Kogi State government lodge for several times to just get Yahaya Bello arrested. But at the end of the day, it looks like that didn't work. What should be, because if we have all of these practices in other states, this trend where governors loot funds, I don't know, they get to install someone that they feel can actually fight for them.
Does it really look like we're going to fight this to an end?
You were talking about Yahaya Bello being proud. Being proud.
We should delve on the issues of the
we should delve on it. Why I brought that is when you know that your hands are not clean, and you go ahead and bring pride into it, it will cause problem for you.
Okay, you feel Adibini had listened to EFCC, because EFCC chairman said, I tried to make meetings with him.
Yes.
You would have tried to seek.
Yes.
But that would have also shelved the case away.
It is very, very clear that Yahaya Bello is not the only corrupt governor in Nigeria. There are so many. I beg your pardon because that mentioning names for now.
Absolutely.
But anybody who is a Nigerian would know that Yahaya Bello is not the only person caught in this web. But several people, they played their game. They knew that they were faulty and they stooped low. Yahaya Bello, you are faulty and you did not stoop low. That was the problem that he has. That is the problem he had. Even when the anti-graft agency extended invitation to him, he humbled himself and came. Why not? You knew that you were wrong. And you were still proud, you were still arrogant. That is the problem that he is facing. You are talking about his successor, Ododo. And I would like you also to give kudos to yourself for this broadcasting station. You know, I and you, we have discussed that issue a number of times, and I told Ododo to steer clear of Yahaya Bello. Ododo has no problem. If you are staying on your own and somebody brought food for you on the platter of gold, you take the food and eat. That is Ododo. We know that the governorship seat is not supposed to be for Ododo, but it came to him on the platter of gold. And I told Ododo, using this broadcasting airwave, that you should forget about Yahaya Bello. You should forget about Yahaya Bello and concentrate on his governance. It appears that Ododo is listening to the voice of reason that we are giving to him. If not, why would you shield a criminal? Why would you shield a criminal? Allow Yahaya Bello to face the music.
All right. Now, before we begin to wrap up, what would be your advice, to EFCC and government officials, because this also is sending a strong signal to, everyone in the public services to be mindful of one thing or the other. Would you appraise the effort of the EFCC on this other end for this milestone? Would you also, what message will you also give to public officials so as to be alert on all of that?
If you ask me a question, what is the posture of the anti-graft agency on this issue? I will say I'm very, very hopeful that the EFCC will do the needful. With the way things have gone so far, I am very, very hopeful that the EFCC's head man is not ready to take any nonsense. And if that is what he is all out to do, I encourage him not to listen to any voice of inducement, because all eyes are on him. All eyes, whether he sees it or he does not see it, whether he knows it or he does not know it, all eyes are on him. And my own advice is for him to stand strong. It's for him to stand strong, even if some irregularities had happened in the past. But if the EFCC stands strong in this space, they will write their name on the Guinness Book of Record. So I want to advise the EFCC to pursue this case to logical conclusion.
All right. Dr. Bartholomew Abochendo is an health statesman and the public affairs analyst. Thanks so much for briefly sharing your thoughts and concern. We do hope some of these cases can be well addressed with enhancing the capacity and the sufficiency of our institution. Our institution must be strong, and the fight against corruption, according to Obasanjo said, it must start from the top. So the effort of government institutions in tackling and fighting corruption must be reflective of all of these attempts from the judiciary to the EFCC and everyone involved. And government officials must also be aware. Eyes are watching, and always, no one is above the law. The law will always catch up with you at every point. As we'll wrap it up on the show this morning, because of time, we deeply appreciate you for tuning in and staying with us on the program. My name is Ilikat Michael, and earlier I had of course, was my co-host on the program this morning. Very well, again, to stay tuned for 10 a.m. who brings you the latest on the sports, and of course the business point follows after suit and more details on the news on today's broadcasting. I'm Ilikat Michael. See you again.